Dark seduction isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding the subtle forces that shape human attraction and influence. When you master these techniques, you learn how small gestures, tone, and timing can dramatically shift someone's perception of you. Imagine walking into a room and, with just a glance or a well-chosen word, sparking curiosity and desire. These skills aren't reserved for the naturally charismatic. They're practical tools anyone can use to build confidence and connect more deeply. By exploring the psychology behind subtle influence, you'll discover how to leave a lasting impression without ever seeming forceful. When it comes to using seduction techniques, understanding ethical boundaries is crucial. The goal is to foster genuine connection and confidence, not to manipulate or cause harm. Techniques like the mirror technique or the yes ladder are powerful, but they should be used with respect for the other person's autonomy and feelings. Always ask yourself if your actions are building trust or crossing a line. Responsible influence means being aware of intentions and ensuring that both parties benefit from the interaction. First impressions set the tone for every interaction, often before a single word is spoken. The way you enter a room, your posture, your eye contact, even your pace, signals confidence and openness. Imagine walking into a meeting and offering a genuine smile. Instantly, you're seen as approachable and trustworthy. Small gestures, like mirroring someone's greeting or using their name, create a subtle sense of connection. By mastering your entrance, you lay the groundwork for influence and meaningful relationships from the very first moment. The mirror technique is a simple yet powerful way to connect with others. By subtly matching someone's posture, gestures, or even their tone of voice, you signal that you're in sync with them. This unconscious mimicry makes people feel understood and comfortable, often leading to instant rapport. Imagine sitting across from someone and noticing how they cross their arms or lean forward. When you mirror these movements, the conversation flows more naturally. It's an easy skill to practice, and you'll quickly notice how much smoother your interactions become. Eye contact is more than just looking at someone. It's a subtle tool for shaping the mood of any interaction. Holding someone's gaze a moment longer can create a sense of tension or intrigue, making your presence felt without saying a word. On the other hand, softening your gaze or breaking eye contact at the right moment can build intimacy, signaling trust and openness. Imagine using the mirror technique, matching the other person's eye contact rhythm, to foster connection and confidence. By mastering strategic eye contact, you can influence conversations and relationships in ways that go far beyond words. The yes ladder is a simple yet powerful technique for building agreement. You start by asking for something small and easy to say yes to, like a quick opinion or a minor favor. Each time the person agrees, you move to a slightly bigger request, gradually increasing their comfort and commitment. This step-by-step approach makes it much easier for them to say yes to larger requests later on. By stacking these small wins, you create a natural momentum that helps both sides feel confident and connected throughout the conversation. When you ask someone for a favor, adding a simple reason can dramatically increase your chances of getting a yes. This is the power behind the word because. People are wired to respond more positively when they hear a justification, even if it's straightforward or obvious. For example, saying, "Could you help me with this because I'm in a hurry?" feels much more compelling than just asking for help. By giving a reason, you tap into a natural human tendency to cooperate, making your requests almost irresistible. The scarcity principle is simple. When something is rare, people want it more. By making yourself less available, you signal that your time and attention are valuable. Imagine responding to messages thoughtfully instead of instantly, or choosing your social invitations carefully. This subtle shift creates intrigue and makes others appreciate your presence. When you become a little harder to reach, your value rises in their eyes and attraction naturally intensifies. Have you ever noticed how a touch of mystery can make someone instantly more captivating? When you withhold certain details or keep your cards close to your chest, it sparks curiosity in others. People naturally want to fill in the blanks, and this desire draws them closer, eager to learn more. By not revealing everything up front, you create an aura of intrigue that makes your presence more magnetic. It's a subtle, yet powerful way to command attention and influence social dynamics. A subtle compliment can work wonders in building rapport. Instead of the usual praise, try highlighting something unexpected, like someone's thoughtful question or their unique perspective. This kind of recognition feels genuine and catches people off guard, making your words more memorable. When you notice details others overlook, you show real attention, which naturally draws people in and puts them at ease. It's a simple way to create a positive connection without coming across as insincere or over the top. Anchoring emotions is a subtle yet powerful technique for leaving a lasting impression. By associating yourself with strong, positive feelings like excitement, confidence, or calm, you become memorable in the minds of others. Imagine sharing good news with genuine enthusiasm, or listening with empathy during a tough moment. People will naturally link those emotions to you. Over time, this emotional connection builds trust and influence, making your presence both comforting and impactful. It's a practical way to strengthen relationships and boost your confidence in any social setting. The push-pull dynamic is a subtle yet powerful social skill. By alternating moments of warmth with brief periods of distance, you create a sense of emotional tension that draws people in. Imagine sharing a genuine compliment, then stepping back and letting the conversation breathe. This rhythm keeps interactions engaging and unpredictable, sparking curiosity and interest. When used thoughtfully, the push-pull approach can deepen connections and build intrigue, making your presence both comforting and compelling. Strategic vulnerability is about sharing a glimpse of your true self, but with intention. When you reveal just enough, like admitting a small mistake or expressing a relatable concern, you invite trust and connection. People feel safe opening up to you, sensing authenticity without perceiving weakness. The key is balance. You maintain control over your narrative, choosing what to share and when. This approach strengthens relationships and boosts your influence, all while preserving your confidence. Teasing is more than just playful banter. It's a subtle art that sparks curiosity and builds anticipation. When done right, a well-timed tease can create a sense of intrigue, making interactions feel electric and memorable. Imagine hinting at a compliment, but holding back just enough to leave someone wanting more. This gentle provocation taps into our natural desire for connection and validation, making each moment feel charged with possibility. By mastering the art of teasing, you invite others into a dance of desire, where every word and gesture deepens the sense of anticipation. Microtouch is a powerful yet often overlooked tool for building connection. Imagine a light tap on the arm during a conversation, or a gentle pat on the back when sharing a laugh. These brief, subtle gestures send a signal of warmth and trust, making interactions feel more genuine. When used thoughtfully, microtouch can lower social barriers and foster a sense of closeness, all without crossing personal boundaries. It's a simple technique that can transform everyday exchanges into moments of real human connection. Mirroring someone's speech patterns is a subtle yet powerful way to build connection. By matching their tone and pace, you signal that you're tuned in and engaged, making the other person feel understood on a deeper level. This technique taps into our natural tendency to trust those who seem familiar, fostering subconscious affinity. Imagine a conversation where you gently adjust your rhythm to match theirs. You'll notice the atmosphere becomes more relaxed and open. It's a simple adjustment, but the impact on rapport and trust can be immediate. Silence is often underestimated, yet it can be one of the most powerful tools in social interaction. When you allow a pause in conversation, you create space for others to reflect and respond more thoughtfully. These moments of quiet can signal confidence, invite deeper connection, and encourage openness. Instead of rushing to fill every gap, notice how a well-timed silence draws people in and makes your presence felt. By mastering the art of the pause, you let your words and your intentions carry greater weight. Imagine the impact when your attention feels like a rare privilege. Instead of spreading yourself thin, focus on being selective with whom you engage deeply. This subtle shift creates a sense of exclusivity. People naturally value what's scarce. When you reserve genuine interest for select moments or individuals, it signals confidence and discernment. You'll notice others become more eager to connect, drawn in by the quiet power of your selective attention. Subtle dominance isn't about overpowering others. It's about sending clear signals of confidence. When you stand tall, Keep your shoulders relaxed and use purposeful gestures. People naturally pay attention. Imagine entering a room and making eye contact, then calmly taking your seat. These small actions quietly set the tone. Decisive movements, like nodding with intention or speaking with measured pauses, show you're comfortable in your own skin. Over time, these habits help you command respect without ever needing to raise your voice. The echo effect is a simple yet powerful tool for building rapport. By subtly repeating key words or phrases your conversation partner uses, you signal attentiveness and create a sense of shared understanding. Imagine someone says, "I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed at work." You might respond, "Overwhelmed at work? That sounds tough." This mirroring technique makes people feel heard and valued, strengthening the connection almost instantly. Try it in your next conversation and notice how quickly trust begins to grow. Sometimes, the smartest move in building connection or influence is knowing when to step back. Strategic withdrawal isn't about playing games. It's about giving space for curiosity and desire to grow. When you remove yourself briefly from a conversation or situation, people often start to value your presence more. Think of it like leaving a room just as the conversation peaks. Your absence makes others eager for your return. Used wisely, this technique can transform how others perceive and pursue you. The compliment sandwich is a simple yet powerful technique for delivering feedback. You start by highlighting something positive, which immediately puts the other person at ease. Then, you introduce your constructive criticism, making it easier for them to accept and act on your suggestions. Finally, you end with another genuine compliment, reinforcing their strengths and leaving them feeling motivated. This approach not only softens the impact of criticism, but also builds trust and encourages growth. Storytelling is more than just sharing information. It's about creating an emotional journey that draws people in. When you weave a captivating narrative, you tap into the listener's feelings, making your message memorable and impactful. Imagine describing a sleepless night not just with facts, but by painting the scene, the restless tossing, the quiet hope for rest. This technique bridges the gap between logic and emotion, helping your audience relate and connect on a deeper level. By mastering storytelling, you transform simple ideas into experiences that linger long after the conversation ends. Shared secrets are the glue that quietly binds people together. When you create an inside joke or share a piece of private knowledge, you're not just exchanging words, you're building a small world that only you and the other person can access. This subtle act signals trust and belonging, making interactions feel more personal and memorable. Imagine the smile that comes from referencing a joke only you two understand. It's a shortcut to intimacy and connection. By weaving these private threads, you transform ordinary moments into meaningful bonds. Subtle escalation is all about building intimacy step by step, rather than rushing or forcing a connection. Think of it as gently raising the temperature in a conversation, using small signals like sustained eye contact, a light touch on the arm, or leaning in just a bit closer. Each move is designed to feel natural and comfortable, allowing the other person to adjust and respond without feeling pressured. By progressing gradually, you minimize resistance and create a space where trust and genuine connection can grow. This approach not only respects boundaries, but also makes each moment of closeness feel earned and meaningful. Indirect compliments are a subtle yet powerful way to make someone feel valued. Instead of telling someone directly, you praise them to a third party, knowing the message will likely reach them. This technique often feels more genuine because the person hears about your admiration when you're not trying to impress them face to face. Imagine a colleague learning you spoke highly of their work to your manager. It's a confidence boost that feels earned. By using indirect compliments, you build trust and deepen connections without appearing insincere or overly eager. When you intentionally limit your responses in a conversation, you tap into the power of scarcity. People naturally value what feels rare or exclusive, and concise communication can make your words stand out. Imagine answering a question with just enough detail to intrigue, but not overwhelm. Suddenly, your input becomes something others seek out. This technique not only boosts your perceived confidence, but also encourages deeper engagement from those around you. By being selective with your words, You create an aura of value and influence in social interactions. Anticipation is a subtle yet powerful tool for shaping human behavior. When you hint at future experiences, you spark curiosity and create a sense of excitement that draws people in. Imagine mentioning a surprise at the end of a conversation. Suddenly, attention sharpens and engagement rises. This technique taps into our natural desire for novelty and reward, making interactions more memorable and persuasive. By skillfully planting seeds of anticipation, you can influence moods, decisions, and even the depth of connection you build with others. Subtle framing is all about shifting the way you present yourself in social situations. Instead of chasing approval, you position yourself as the prize, someone others naturally want to connect with. This mindset changes your energy. You become more confident, relaxed, and selective. Imagine entering a room and, rather than seeking validation, you let your presence speak for itself. People sense this quiet assurance, and it draws them in, making every interaction feel more balanced and authentic. A loaded question is more than just a clever turn of phrase. It's a subtle tool for guiding conversations toward deeper truths. By framing your inquiry in a way that assumes or hints at an underlying desire, you invite the other person to reveal what truly matters to them. Imagine asking, "What's the one thing you wish you could change about your daily routine?" Instantly, you bypass small talk and tap into genuine motivations. Mastering this technique helps you connect, influence, and understand others on a level that feels both natural and insightful. Strategic ambiguity is a subtle social skill that involves leaving your statements open-ended. Instead of giving all the details up front, you create a sense of mystery that naturally draws people in. Imagine mentioning a project you're working on, but only hinting at the outcome. Your listener will instinctively want to know more. This technique taps into curiosity, making conversations more engaging and memorable. When used thoughtfully, strategic ambiguity can boost your influence and make your interactions stand out. Contrast is a simple yet powerful tool for making your strengths unmistakable. When you place your qualities side by side with others, the differences become clear and memorable. Imagine a conversation where you subtly highlight your reliability compared to the uncertainty that often surrounds group projects. This technique doesn't require boasting. It's about letting the distinctions speak for themselves. By drawing attention to what sets you apart, you naturally become more influential and confident in any social setting. Subtle flattery isn't about empty compliments. It's about noticing the small victories that others often miss. When you recognize someone's effort on a project that went unnoticed, or mention a thoughtful gesture they made, you show genuine appreciation. This kind of attention creates a sense of being truly seen, which deepens trust and connection. It's a simple shift. Instead of praising what everyone else sees, highlight the details that matter to them. You'll find people open up more, feeling valued in a way that's both rare and memorable. Playful challenge is a subtle way to spark engagement and connection. By inviting someone to prove themselves, you create a dynamic where curiosity and motivation naturally rise. Imagine teasing a friend with, "Show me you can do it," and watching their confidence grow as they rise to the occasion. This technique isn't about confrontation. It's about encouragement, making the other person feel seen and capable. Used wisely, playful challenge transforms ordinary interactions into opportunities for influence and genuine rapport. Emotional spikes are those moments that instantly grab our attention and make an experience memorable. By introducing surprise and unpredictability, you break the monotony and keep interactions fresh. Imagine sharing an unexpected compliment or switching up your routine. These small shifts can spark curiosity and excitement in others. When you master the art of unpredictability, people are drawn to your energy, eager to see what comes next. It's a practical way to build stronger connections and leave a lasting impression. Most people spend their energy trying to impress or pursue others, but what if you could flip the script? Subtle role reversal is about shifting the dynamic so that others naturally start seeking your attention. This begins with small changes, like showing genuine interest, then stepping back and letting curiosity build. When you're not always available or eager, people sense your confidence and value, which makes them want to engage with you. It's a quiet but powerful way to draw others in, making connection feel effortless and mutual. Selective attention is a subtle yet powerful tool in social interactions. When you focus your energy and attention on one person in a group, you send a clear signal. They matter. This simple act can make someone feel truly seen and valued, often sparking a deeper connection. Imagine locking eyes, listening intently, and responding thoughtfully. Suddenly, that person feels like the center of the room. It's a practical way to build influence and trust, and you'll notice how quickly it transforms the dynamics around you. Strategic self-disclosure is about choosing the right moments to share personal stories, not oversharing or making conversations all about yourself. When you reveal a genuine experience or feeling, you invite the other person to lower their guard and connect on a deeper level. For example, mentioning a challenge you've faced can signal vulnerability and authenticity, encouraging trust. This technique works best when your story is relevant and brief, allowing space for the other person to respond and share in return. Used thoughtfully, self-disclosure transforms ordinary exchanges into meaningful connections. A subtle compliment is more than just flattery. It's an art that can transform a simple interaction. Instead of generic praise, focus on something specific and unexpected, like the way someone handles a challenge or their unique sense of humor. When your words are genuine and tailored, the person feels truly seen, not just politely acknowledged. This kind of compliment builds trust and connection, making your influence more natural and lasting. Try it in your next conversation and notice how the atmosphere shifts, often in ways you didn't anticipate. Emotional triggers are the hidden switches that drive our decisions and reactions. To use them effectively, start by observing what genuinely moves your target, whether it's a desire for recognition, security, or belonging. For example, a simple compliment can activate someone's need for validation, while sharing a relatable story can spark empathy and trust. By tuning into these subtle cues, you can shape your influence in a way that feels natural and authentic. Remember, the goal isn't manipulation, but connection. When you understand what matters to someone, you build bridges that last. Subtle escalation through touch is all about reading the moment and moving with intention. Start with casual contact, a light tap on the arm, a brief touch on the shoulder. These gestures are natural and non-intrusive. As comfort builds, you can gradually shift to more intimate touches, like letting your hand linger a little longer or gently guiding someone by the small of their back. Each step should feel organic, matching the level of trust and connection you've established. When done thoughtfully, touch becomes a powerful way to signal warmth, confidence, and genuine interest. Silence isn't just empty space. It's a powerful tool that can transform any conversation. When you pause, you create a moment of tension and anticipation, drawing others in and making your words more impactful. Think of the pause as a spotlight, giving your message room to breathe and resonate. People naturally fill silence with curiosity, making them more attentive and engaged. By mastering the art of the pause, you subtly influence the flow and outcome of your interactions. Strategic compliments go beyond simple flattery. They're tools for shaping behavior and deepening connection. When you praise someone for a specific action or trait, you subtly encourage them to repeat it, reinforcing positive habits and building mutual attraction. For example, acknowledging someone's thoughtfulness makes them more likely to act kindly again. The key is sincerity and precision. Focus on what genuinely stands out, and your words will have a lasting impact. Used thoughtfully, compliments can transform everyday interactions into opportunities for influence and genuine connection. Playful teasing is a subtle social skill that, when used well, can spark genuine connection and even attraction. It's about delivering a light, clever insult that makes someone smile, not wince. Think of it as a gentle nudge rather than a push. The secret lies in your tone and timing. You want your words to feel like an inside joke, not a criticism. When you tease someone in this way, you're showing confidence and inviting them into a shared moment of fun. Done right, playful insults create a sense of camaraderie, making interactions more memorable and engaging. Status signals are all around us, often hidden in the smallest details. It's not about bragging or showing off, but about the subtle cues that quietly communicate confidence and value. Think of how someone's posture, eye contact, or even the way they listen can instantly shift the energy in a room. These behaviors invite respect and attention without a single word. By mastering these understated signals, you naturally draw others in and project a sense of quiet influence. Emotional resonance is the secret ingredient in building genuine connections. When you match someone's mood and energy, you're sending a subtle signal. I understand you and I'm present with you. Imagine a conversation where you mirror the other person's enthusiasm or calmness. It instantly creates comfort and trust. This isn't about imitation, but about tuning in, showing empathy, and making the other person feel truly seen. The result is a deeper, more meaningful interaction that leaves a lasting impression. Subtle suggestion is a powerful tool in social dynamics. Instead of pushing an idea directly, you introduce it gently, allowing it to take root and develop naturally in someone's mind. Imagine mentioning a new restaurant in passing, and days later, your friend suggests going there. This technique works because people often feel more comfortable with ideas they believe they've arrived at themselves. By planting seeds rather than imposing opinions, you foster genuine influence and deeper connection. Humor is more than just a way to make someone smile. It's a powerful tool for breaking tension and creating genuine connection. When you use a well-timed joke or playful remark, you instantly shift the mood, making interactions feel lighter and more inviting. Laughter lowers defenses, helping both people relax and open up. This shared moment of amusement can spark attraction, as it signals confidence and emotional intelligence. By strategically weaving humor into your conversations, you make yourself memorable and approachable, setting the stage for deeper rapport. Mastering the art of the mysterious exit means knowing exactly when to leave a conversation or gathering, right at the moment when interest is at its highest. Instead of lingering until things fade, you step away while people are still engaged and curious. This technique leaves a lasting impression, making you memorable and sparking anticipation for your next encounter. Imagine leaving a room just after sharing a compelling story. The energy remains, and so does your presence in their minds. It's a subtle but powerful way to build intrigue and influence, ensuring you're never forgotten. By weaving these subtle seduction techniques into your everyday conversations, you'll notice a shift in how people respond to you. Influence becomes less about force and more about genuine connection, using tools like the mirror technique or the yes ladder to build trust and rapport effortlessly. The real power lies in consistency. Small adjustments, repeated over time, create lasting impressions. As you apply these strategies, you'll find yourself navigating social situations with greater confidence and ease. Ultimately, it's about fostering authentic relationships while quietly steering interactions in your favor.